Good people of YouTube, what's going on? I decided to go ahead and just give just a tiny bit more detail because some of y'all is analyzing the video that I was talking about, the interviews I did with the two drivers. I gave a basic quick rundown of the conversation. Y'all trying to figure out the money part of it, how much money it is, and everything like that without knowing the whole situation of it. I am not looking for a driver over YouTube. Okay, let me repeat. I am not looking for no driver over YouTube whatsoever. I'm looking for a driver where I have my contract at. Okay, if y'all must know because it's itching y'all and y'all trying to figure out how much money it is and everything like that, it's $1,400 plus $50 per stop. So if you make it to your appointment on time. It is 4 loads, Monday through Friday. Your last load is Friday morning when you unload. So the total for the week that you can make if you make your pickup on time and delivery on time is $1,800. And that's off of, at the most, 2,200 miles. Okay? So y'all want to do the math? Do the math. $1,800, right? And you can divide versus 2,200 miles. Okay, for y'all mathematicians, if y'all want to do the mathematicians, okay. When the driver was telling me 500 because he worked for another carrier that was doing the same loads that I'm going to be doing. All right, they just busy and they need other carriers. So he worked for another carrier and he had that run to where that he only was doing about 439 miles a day. So that's why he talking about he only want to do 500 miles because he wants to do the same run he was doing with the other carrier with me. We are going to the same exact places on those loads. But the difference is I had one other stop than the other carrier had that's 648 miles. So for him saying that he just want to do the 500 miles a day because he wants to do that one trip that he's been doing for the last, 2 years at the other place, that wasn't going to work for me because one of my loads that I do is 648 miles there. And now he got to come back about 648 miles at least. You got to come back. Okay. So that's why I said, no, you got to be able to do at least 640 something miles because of the contract that I have with the other stuff. But he just want to do the little 500 miles that he's been doing for 2 years. It's the same little stuff that he know. So that wasn't going to work for me. Some of y'all is trying to do all these in particular miles, but you acting like it's a bad deal. Where else you gonna work Monday through Friday and be done by 10 o'clock Friday morning and get paid $1,800 in around where you stay at that? So that's the difference. But some of y'all is messaging me and everything like that. I'm like, y'all don't know the details that I was going over with the drivers that was interviewing. I'm just telling you the basic stuff about the interview, and it's some of the stuff that they were saying, which was just ridiculous. That's the only thing that I was doing. I give you basic stuff. This is, like I said, this is just a personal vlog of my life. That's it. That's all this is. It's a personal vlog of my life. All right, so y'all seeing how I'm running my business, how I'm running out here, what I got, what I'm going through. That's it. I'm not trying to help nobody. There's plenty of people out there that's trying to help somebody. Okay, go watch Trucking Inside, man. They do he off the chain, man. He got courses and everything. If you want help, go there. He got courses and everything. Will teach you how to do everything that we've been doing out here for a while. I'm not trying to help. I'm just giving you a vault. Now, if you learn anything from me, good. You want to know more in detail about what I went through? Fine. But my mission is not out here to help nobody. That's not my mission. You got plenty of people on YouTube that want to deal with people who think that they won't help, but they don't want to listen to people, and you let them people spend their time on folks who don't want to listen, who don't want to do, who just gonna do what they want to do anyway, and they want to waste your time. You ain't finna waste my time. My time is valuable, okay? My time is valuable. But like I said, y'all don't know the full details of the interview. I'm just telling you at $1,400 a week, but yeah, it's $50 a stop if you make it there on time. I got to get some incentives because a lot of drivers don't like to drive. You don't think it's important for you to be somewhere on time. But if you want to make the $1,800, guess what? I'm thinking you're going to want to be there on time to get $50 per stop, just to make sure you be there on time. So it's $1,800. You're going 2,200 miles. 2 days, you got to go over 650 miles for 2 days. The rest of them is not like that. You know, I got some that's like 359 miles, another one that's like 420 something. And I think the last one is like 274 miles, because that's just because it's going from North Carolina over to Georgia. But that's it. 4 loads, Monday through Friday. You done once you deliver the load on Friday. As long as you've been everywhere on time, you make $1,800. You're going less than 2,200 miles a week. Okay, but that's the job. But I'm not trying to hire nobody on YouTube. No, No. I need somebody who is in the particular area where I have this freight head. And I'm sorry to say, a lot of people, it's not in that particular area. So I got to hire drivers that's in that particular area. And drivers in that particular area, most of them don't even watch no YouTube, man. They don't. They don't even watch YouTube and stuff like that. You know, so that way I don't have to worry about people talking about they got to go home for home time and all this and other particular stuff. You off the rest of the day, Friday, you off Saturday, you off Sunday, you go back to work on Monday. It's just that simple. That's just how simple it is. Really, it is. And you make it $1,800. You make it almost more than what I be making off the loads. We almost splitting the loads. If you want to be honest, if I pay somebody $1,800, my projection for my business is $2,100. That's my projection for my business, what my business will be. All right, and that's just based off of fuel, because fuel fluctuates. So it all depends on how much I spend in fuel. But I'm looking to make $2,100, and my driver is looking to make $1,800. That's almost 40-something% of the projected gross profits for my truck. My truck got to make some money, right? Because I got expenses, I got maintenance and stuff, right? So my business got to make some money. So I got, out of that $2,100, I got a maintenance. I got to put out about $450 to like $500 a week in maintenance. All right, my business got to make some money off of it, which is probably going to be going to split the difference after that. So after the $450 to $500 in maintenance come out, whatever is left, my business get half, and then I get half, and that will I get paid from it. You know, because my business got to make money too. You know, I mean, so that's how it normally would be. But y'all analyzing stuff, trying to get the mileage and trying to find out more information about it. Listen, I'm not trying to hire nobody off of YouTube. Okay, I'm not that type of person. Because the reality is, half of the people, truck drivers out here, don't want to work. You want to make a lot of money, but you don't want to work. That's the truth of it. You don't want to take care of people's trucks. You don't want to do no pre-trips on no trucks. You just want to be a straight up steering wheel holder. You don't want to do that at all. You don't want to check your tires. You don't want to check your tires for nails. You don't want to check your tires for air. You don't want to do that. But you want all the money. And then ones who looking for local work, all right, you want over the road money. You want $1,400, $1,500 to do local work and be home every single night, like you over the road. And most of the truck drivers out here that's trying to get jobs don't know what it takes to run a business or to run a truck. You think like the truck is just making bukus and bukus amount of money, not understanding how much it really takes to run the truck, how much your expenses really are. But you want all this here money and not knowing anything about the business. No, stay working for these mega carriers till you figure some stuff out. Because once you get over to this lease game, this owner op game, all right, it's a different ball game. And some people is not even ready for it. That's why they telling you, hey, no, don't get a truck right now. Don't get a truck, because they wasn't ready for it. And now when reality is sitting in, they see that, hey, it's more than what they bid off. All right, but I know how much money I make per week. I've been doing it for 2 years. Like I said that before. I know what I'm honestly able to pay a driver if the driver is working. All right, and to pay a driver $1,800 a week to work Monday through Friday, I'm sorry, but that's good. If you want more than $1,800, get your own truck. That's how I see it. Get your own truck. If you want to make more than $1,800 a week, get your own truck so you can make more than $1,800 a week. But to make $1,800 a week and have no responsibility whatsoever of the truck, you know, that's pretty good. I don't care if you're doing 3,000 miles a week. To make $1,800 a week is good. And everybody talking about, well, $1,400, you still is not understanding what's going on in this business. $1,400 is reasonable. If that's all you was getting, it's reasonable. You want more than all that? Get your own truck. But as a company driver working for somebody, that's a reasonable amount. In this market, rates are down, fuel is up, so that means you're making less money, but you're paying more money in fuel for everywhere you're going. How much money you think that owner op got? How much money you think that owner op is really making? The average owner op that's doing okay out here is making anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a week. $3,000 around on the low end. Some is not even making $3,000. But if you're doing all right, know kind of what you're doing, you probably can make it about between $3,000 and $4,000. So if I'm paying you half of what I'm making at $1,400, if I'm making $3,000 and you get $1,400, I got to get paid, and maintenance got to come out the truck too. But by the time maintenance come out the truck, you making more than I'm making, and it's my business. And I got more expenses than what you got. If you want to be that greedy, get your own truck. All right, y'all analyze it. Go work for these mega companies. That's what you go do. Go work for these mega companies. So you can make that $1,400, $1,500. And you're not going to make that every single week. I don't care if they tell you they're going to pay you $66 a mile. You ain't going to make a whole bunch of money all the time. You won't. You'll be sitting like crazy. Wonder why you sitting. Like I used to tell my cooks, I could pay you $16 an hour, but you're not going to get that many hours. Because I'm only going to use you during the busier times. And when the busier times is over with, I'm kicking you out. And that dude that's making $12 an hour, I'm going to keep that dude making $12 an hour. That dude making $12 an hour is going to do the same job that you're doing. Now, you may do it a little bit faster. Yeah, but I only need you during the busy time for that. It's not busy from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock at night. No, but it is busy like from about 5:30 to 8:30, 9 o'clock. So if you want to take the money, you're going to have less hours. The person who's making $12, they're going to have a lot more hours and probably make more money than you because they're a little bit more affordable. It's a business, y'all. You got to run a business. You got to run a business. That's it. You got to run a business. And then most everybody out here now got speeding tickets. They got accidents all on their record. We got to run all these different motor vehicle reports on you. You got to pay for drug tests. You got to do background tests. It's all that. And you're like, well, that's the cost of running a business. Exactly. And guess how we get that cost to run the business? By how we pay you and managing our money and being able to pay you at a reasonable rate. Some of y'all are just crazy with that. Y'all never run a business before in y'all life. You learned how to drive a truck. Now you ready to run a business and don't know what you're doing. That's why a whole bunch of people is failing. That's why Ben could have got another truck. Okay? Ben could have got another truck. This the truck I want? No. This is not the truck I want. But that's a truck that I needed, and a truck that I was able to get inside my price range as far as the down payment and stuff go. At the time, considering I had all this money and stuff that I had coming out. So it is what it is, y'all. Y'all be analyzing these videos to the T, become a mathematician about everything, and most people just telling you a general story about what's going on, just so you get a general idea of what's going on. Now, if you see the ad in the paper, at that time you want to do all that kind of stuff and see if it's a good deal, fine. That's what you do. But on the video, unless somebody is saying, I'm looking for a driver, these are the qualifications, this is the pay, that's when you can scrutinize everything. But I'm just telling you the story about the interview and everything. It's like that. That's all it is. It's just what I went through during the interview process. That's all.